Okay, welcome to Find Time to Save Time, and we're going to learn about saving time online with social media tips and tricks of the trade. So my name is Danna Crawford. I'm also known as Power Selling Mom. I've been an eBay seller since, 18 years. eBay is my life. And then I soon learned how to market my business using the power of email marketing. And I've been able to build a good, solid business because of combining eBay with email marketing. You can find me on all the social sites, so I won't bore you with all my details, but you can find more information at powersellingmom.com/Danna Crawford. Also, give me a shout out on Facebook, Danna Crawford 1, and on Twitter. And I just now have started using Periscope, so I'm excited about my new Periscope opportunities. Why are we here today? So why are you here today? I'm sure you're wondering that right at this moment. We could be in bed, right? But we are here today. But by now, most of you are aware that social media can have a large impact on your business. But finding the time to actually do your social media is a challenge that most businesses face. However, we know you're eager to find the time. So we asked a group of constant contact partners how important social media marketing was to their business, and a astounding 78% of them said it's incredibly important to market using social media. So how do you find the time? How do you manage running your own business along with social media marketing demands? This is why we're here today. And this is where I come in, and I'm here to help you save time implementing an effective social media strategy and help you to execute it in a timely manner. So you're actually taking the time out of your evening tonight to learn how to save time may sound counterintuitive, right? But the tips and tricks I'm going to share with you today should save you a lot of time, a lot more than the 40 minutes it's going to take me to run through this presentation. So that's why you're here. And saving time will also help you save money. According to small business owners like yourself and a survey conducted at Constant Contact, the estimated value of an extra hour in your day equals about $273. And my hope is to help you save time while doing your social media so you can benefit from social media and benefit from having more time in your day to do other things for your business. So today we're going to talk about what curating content is and why it's important to your social media strategy and the best ways to save time while curating great content. Next, we'll discuss what, why, how of using social media management tools. Then we'll talk about how you can utilize your events to create and manage content for your audience, and we'll also discuss what apps you can use on your mobile devices to be social, even on the go. And finally, to ease your mind when it comes to social media, we will be giving you tips on how to stop overthinking your content. I also want to mention that as I'm going along, feel free to type in any questions, and I won't answer them until the end. And then if you notice your question has been answered, then please do delete it, because many times your questions get answered. Okay. So we'll first be covering curating content. And I'm sure some of you are wondering, what the heck? What the heck does this mean? So those of you that attended my event in Vegas already know what this means, because I talked about this in Vegas. But curating content is simply the act of sharing content written by someone else to increase the amount of information you're sharing with your target audience. And before I forget, I see that star by definition. That's there to remind me of a very important part of curating content. And that means you must give the author credit. That's why I have that star there, to remind myself to tell you that it's very important to give the author credit when you are sharing content. Because I know a lot of times we'll use, like you can use my website, eBay website, Constant Contact website. And before I move on, I just want to make sure to always give credit. And this particular definition came from ContentCurationMarketing.com. ContentCurationMarketing.com. So I didn't just make this term up. But it basically means that you can take paragraphs or a few sentences from other websites and then share it on your blog, on your Twitter, on your Facebook, and then always give credit back. So you don't have to be original, come up with original content all the time. That's the beauty of it. So we've all been told since grade school that plagiarizing is wrong, and many small business owners worry that if they're sharing someone else's content, they're plagiarizing. But giving credit to the original author, like you see in the examples here on your screen, is the correct way to curate content. Use words like via or by with the author's handle to give proper credit on Twitter, and tag individuals using the @ sign on Facebook. Giving credit is a point we'll be covering throughout this session because it is important to give credit back. There's many reasons why curated content should be a large part of your social media strategy. The first is the very real fact that there's just not enough time in the day to create the amount of content you'll need for your social presence. So let's say your business has a presence on Facebook and Twitter. Best practice says you should post on Facebook 1 to 2 times per day and tweet about 5 to 9 times per day. This means that you're posting a minimum of 6 pieces of content a day, and let's be honest, who has the time to write 6 different pieces of content when running a business? So you don't have time to write content on every topic related to your business, but you can combine other efforts to get a wide range of content for your viewers. We're going to use on Constant Contact's authorized local expert Maria's Twitter feed as an example in a minute, but ideally someone should be able to come to any one of your social media channels and find all the information they could ever want about your industry. And it's harder to become a one-stop shop if you're only sharing the content that you create. Sharing content that others create enables you to share other perspectives about your industry and allows you to talk about things that go beyond your area of expertise. Expanding and sharing content in this way makes you the one-stop shop, providing a variety of industry-specific contents for your readers. So now that you know what a one-stop shop is when it comes to curated content and why it's important, let's look at Maria's Twitter feed. Maria includes articles that she's found around the internet that she thinks her audience should be interested in. And notice, she always includes the handle of the author. She retweets people she's following and includes a comment to continue building her relationships with her followers. And she promotes things that are going to be in her world too. So Maria's a good example of how your social media channels can be a one-stop shop with the right amount of curation. Another important attribute of curating content is the opportunity it provides to help you build influential relationships with others in your field. One of the biggest advantages to social media, especially Twitter, is the ability to grow relationships with people you wouldn't be able to reach otherwise and expand your network. When you share someone else's articles and give them credit by tagging them, they receive a notification that you've mentioned them and will probably look to see who you are and what you're sharing. If they like what they see, this can turn into a great relationship of you sharing their content and them sharing yours, what I'm now calling the you scratch my back theory relationship. Should be one of the main reasons for using social media, and curating content is a key element in doing that. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So now you can see why curating content is important, but the idea of doing it may seem a bit tedious. Finding time to post is one thing, but finding the time throughout the day to search the internet for good content is another. That's where RSS Readers come in. RSS Readers are a tool most social media community managers use to save time, and with good reason. An RSS Reader allows you to add blogs and publications. Example, Social Media Today. You enjoy into your reader. Once you add a bunch of different publications, you only have to go to one URL, your RSS Readers URL, to see the newest posts from all blogs and publications you included in your reader. This means that you could do more or all of your curating from one destination. Now that's saving time, for sure. I love my RSS Reader. There are many readers out there, but one of the favorites is called Feedly. Feedly, because it's easy to set up on your account, as you see, it's as easy as connecting it to one of your social networks. Adding content is as simple as searching your topic or blog name, and the interface is incredibly easy to navigate, organize, and add new feeds. It can all be done and found in the left navigation. There are many different readers out there, but Feedly is one example. But regardless of what you choose, RSS Readers are a great tool to help you save time with your social media efforts. However, RSS Readers are not the only tool that you can use to curate content. There are plenty of other tools you can utilize to help with your curating efforts. Google Alerts enables you to set up alerts for keywords relevant to your audience. A daily email is sent to you with a collection of articles that include those keywords found on the internet. Just go to google.com/alerts and to set up your keywords and email frequency, and while you're there, set up an alert for your business name too. This is a great way to keep an eye on who's talking about your business online. And email newsletters are a great way to find content, so be sure to subscribe. You probably have a few different newsletters you're subscribed to, and if you're interested in the content included in that newsletter, more likely your audience will be too. So share it on your social channels just to make sure to give the credit, to give the author credit. And don't forget your social media feeds. At any given moment, there are tons of articles and ideas being shared on your social media channel. If you find something you think your audience will like, share it with them on your channel. The best part is retweeting and sharing your followers' content is a great way to increase the amount of content you're posting and can absolutely be a part of those 6 to 9 posts a day I talked about earlier. Just don't forget to give credit. Now, we've talked about where to find the content to use on your social media channels and how an RSS reader can help you save time, but how do you easily input the content you find into your strategy? So social media management tools will help you organize your content in one place, and you can even schedule your posts all at one time. The benefits of social media management tools can vary based on the platform you decide to use. But for the most part, most allow you to sit down and schedule your posts, schedule your social media content, everything from Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Google+, and more. There's nothing that will help you save more time than the ability to respond, retweet, and share. Let's see, where was I? Sorry, I just lost my space. So, checking your management platform once a day puts you on top of the social media inquiries, praises, and engagements. So the important part is to know which content works and which doesn't by looking at your analytics. So most platforms offer some form of analytics, and they're usually pretty easy to set up and comprehend. So let's take a deeper look into these features. But before I go on, I just want to point out that, like for my clients, I can go in and I can set up all of their social media, all of their posts. Well, for example, I can set up for the whole month of July, I can have tweets and posts going out, and I can get that done in the first 2 days of the month and have them all scheduled for the entire month. This is what makes life easier, and which people say, well, I don't know how you do it all, Danna. Well, this is how I do it all. I have things scheduled ahead of time, which is part of my time management. If you missed that presentation, you want to make sure you try to sign up for the next one. All right, so another one that I use on a regular basis is called HootSuite. HootSuite is a great example of a social media management tool that can help you do the 3-4 mentioned things: schedule, engage, and get analytic reports on one platform. It's one of the best features when you're using a management tool is the ability to schedule your posts in advance. This can help you for everyday posting as well when you're building a campaign. Generally, what I do is I schedule my posts on the hour, and then I know whenever I'm going to send something out randomly, I try not to put it on the hour. Then it'll be on, the half hour, the 15-minute hour, 45-minute hour. And this helps me remember to not double post. You can schedule for many different social media accounts, whether you're using different messages or one message across several accounts. And you can see all scheduled posts and edit the time and day of those posts in one convenient place. So don't be afraid to hit the schedule button, because you can easily come in here and reschedule or even delete your post. And I do that a lot. And it does come in handy, because it's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm going to change the time on this post. So I've had to do that before. So you just can't schedule your content and let it run. You also want to remember to go back and engage in ongoing conversation. So social media is supposed to be social, so don't just push it out information, and get in there and have conversations down the road, which I can give you more information on that later. You can have those conversations without having to go from Twitter to Facebook to Google+. You can see who's talking to you and talk back to them using a social media management tool. Another great example of a management tool is MarketMe Suite. MarketMe Suite was created to simplify the small business owner's social media efforts, and like HootSuite, does the 3-4 mentioned things: scheduling, engaging, and analytics. So remember when we talked about using your social media contacts to curate content? Social media management tools like this one make curating content much easier by showing all the conversations in one place. So as you can see, We have Facebook and Twitter feeds are being displayed and in the same location. So this helps you monitor all the networks without having to hop from channel to channel. And I can do the same kind of thing in my HootSuite as well. So there are Facebook integrations. There are Facebook integrations that enable you to comment and as well as Twitter integrations. Let's see. You can read the analytics and how it does and what it does. Using the analytics feature with your management tool can help you figure out what content is really reasoning with your audience by seeing how many clicks each one of your posts and tweets received, as well as how your engagement is growing. So you can see your total retweets and you can see your mentions over a period of time. This helps you to see if 1 week was better than the last. You can also see if there was a large amount of mentions or retweets by looking at the peaks and valleys of the graph. You can go back and see where the peak came from and create similar content, because if it was working, you might want to create the same to increase the engagement. And the best feature is the ability to see how many clicks each one of your tweets with links received. So this can help you determine what content your audience is consuming and what they're not so interested in. If you're not looking at this information, you are truly shooting in the dark. Know what content your audience is interested in and utilize that knowledge to continue sharing content that they're looking for and will consume and appreciate. And you can use this information to use content over and over again. So notice how the second most clicked tweet was a repeat of the fourth click with the most popular added. So that's right, you can actually use popular content again, and don't be afraid to mention its popular piece by starting with the words most popular or using the hashtag most popular. You can revamp your original tweet and help save you time, because all you have to do is copy and paste the original tweet. So you'll notice that these 3 tweets are only 3 days apart. So that's okay, because this handle tweets 10 times a day. The frequency in which you can post the same content is relevant to your posting frequency. So make sure you're only repeating content if there's been enough time in between posts. And if you use an RSS reader and a social media management tool, now you only have to go to 2 places to do most or even all of your social media. So you know how to gather content for your social media channels and how management platforms can help you easily distribute that content as well as engage with your followers and fans in one place. But did you know that your events are a great place to find content ideas? In the next section, I'll talk about the specifics ideas for creating content around what's going on at events you attend or even speak at. There's a lot of content at events that you can use to build your social presence. Even events like this one I'm doing right now, this webinar event, use the conversations that go on in events, the questions you're asked, the content from presentations to build, all kinds of content from your business. So Heather Jackson, a regional development director at Constant Contact, quotes the other speakers at her event, which is a great way to support the other speakers. She even uses apps to add the speaker's quotes to the image to draw attention. Heather used WordSwag to add the text to this image, but that app costs $2.99. For a free version, try Overgram, O-V-E-R-G-R-A-M. It allows you to easily add text, but because it's free, there will be a watermark at the bottom of your image. When quoting, always make sure to tag the speaker in your post to give them credit and let them see that you're giving them some social love. Notice that the image came directly from the event. Heather uses her mobile device at every event. Your phone or tablet is your best friend. Take pictures, ask attendees to participate in a quick 1-minute video, or use apps like Heather did to create text images during the event. There are all kinds of options out there these days to help you curate content, manage your social media, and do things on the go. But what should you use? Next, I'll talk to you about some of my favorite apps that help me with engaging in social media. These apps have both an iOS and an Android version, so I have you covered. There's an app for that. Curating content should be a very important part of your social media strategy, and it can become very time-consuming if you're not using the right tools. So there are many apps out there that can help you curate content on a mobile device, but for the sake of ease, I'm going to stick with just a few. Feedly, the curation platform we talked about earlier, has an app that allows you to easily curate content on a familiar platform on the go. If you're using Feedly on your desktop, you want to make sure to download the app on all your mobile devices because it will look very similar to what you're used to using. Find content even quicker by organizing your reader. This will allow you to share the right information with your audience at the right time because you can quickly find an article on the topic you're looking for. And when you click on the categories you create and organize, you will see the individual posts from the blog you've added to that category. Flipboard allows you to create a personal magazine to help curate content. Choose your favorite social networks, publications, and blogs to view all in one pleasing platform. This is especially impressive on a tablet. It makes finding content fun, and it no longer feels like work. So you can subscribe to different magazines to get real-time updates when a piece of content is created and share it with your Flipboard and other social networks. This can easily be done by clicking on the plus signs next to the magazine or the story. Although it's not an app, it's very useful browser extension. A browser extension is an app added to your internet browser that allows you to extend your experience with an add-on or a plugin. HootSuite allows you to schedule a post directly from the page you're trying to share. I use this a lot. And this will save more time than you can imagine when you no longer have to copy and paste the URL of an article you're trying to share. MarketMe Suite has a similar tool called Bookmarklet, so even if you choose MarketMe Suite, you can still save time with extensions. So here's how it works. When you find a page on the web you'd like to share with your audience, click on the HootSuite button at the top right-hand corner. This will allow you to shrink your link. Sounds like a blog. Shrink your link, and it will populate with a social post. This content of the social post will pull from the name of the article or page you're sharing, so you may want to switch it up a little and add your own flair And once you change the title to be in your voice, you can schedule or send the tweet right away from that page. No more hopping around the internet. It works so awesome. And you can create tabs for each of the clients, and I do that a lot too. I have my constant contact tab, and then whoever I'm speaking with tab. Another great automation app you can use is Buffer. It gives you scheduling capabilities and reporting, but the plus for this one is that it allows you to put evergreen content, which means content that is relevant no matter when it is published, into a queue to easily share later. This could make your social posting even faster. So you find content even quicker by using Buffer's suggestion tool. You can set up topics you're interested in receiving, and Buffer will add articles they find around that topic. They'll even shrink the link and add the handle of the author, so all you have to do is pick and time and schedule the tweet. The MarketMe suite, the management platform I mentioned earlier, is working on a mobile app, so be on the lookout for that in your mobile store soon. Buffer's really cool. I know I've given you a lot of information, but let's just take a minute and let it sink in. Okay, now this last section is all about how social media is supposed to be fun and casual, so overthinking will just hurt your overall brand. You want to be personable, and it's hard to do that when you're thinking about every single word. It's easy to overthink many things, especially when it involves your business. So remember that social media is filled with noise, and even if you do it correctly, your message will be heard by some, but it will never be heard by all. So here are a few suggestions to keep in mind. One Facebook post can take you 15 seconds to create, and that's okay. Sometimes simply asking your audience a question or sharing a photo you've taken can end up being your most engaging post. One of the biggest advantages to being a small business owner is that you can give out your brand. So you want to be real, be honest, and don't just sell. Social media is supposed to be a conversation, so it's important to just be yourself. And remember that most people are in a lighthearted mood when they're viewing social media, so your posts need to be personable and fun to truly grab their attention. Think about how your friends speak on Facebook. Your brand should not be much different, or your customers will ignore your posts. Remember that you are essentially interrupting your customers' Facebook feeds, so your content needs to fit in as well as it possibly can. So here's a fun tip from one of my followers tweeted on Twitter, and I felt it was worth repeating. Your social media voice should be your voice after one glass of wine, but only one. Whether it's a glass of wine or a deep breath, make sure to start your experience relaxed. It's supposed to be fun, so stop overthinking. Remember, just like everything else, practice makes perfect. The more you practice scheduling content and finding curated content, the easier and faster it will be for you to find the content you're looking for. Craft a social post that will relate to your audience and schedule your content at the right time of day. Now you can begin to save time while implementing your social marketing for your business. So what's next? First, you'll want to set up an RSS reader, and add blogs related to your business. You could even add folders for blogs related to your clients. And as a reminder, the RSS reader we originally mentioned was Feedly. Although there are many others out there, I didn't have time to talk about them all, but another one that I love is TweetFeeder, and that is in my Time Management for eBay Sellers presentation. Almost all are completely free, so try a few and see which one you like the best. So next, download one content curation app and one social media management app. These will save you a ton of time while you're on the go, for sure. Flipboard is a fantastic app for curation, while the Buffer app can make managing your social media incredibly simple on mobile devices. Find the social media management tool that's right for you and begin using it at least twice a week. While you're setting it up, also set up analytics reports and have an email sent to you bi-weekly. So if you're on your desktop a lot, you're going to want to set up a management tool that will help you keep in touch. And this is what I use, HootSuite. HootSuite is my favorite. The next one is MarketMe, and they are two great options for social media management tools. So you could try them out and see which one you like the best. They're free. And don't forget to check out my blog. It's completely free. There's tons of social media tips and tricks for you to learn. You just go to powersellingmom.com/webinars if you would like to sign up for more tutorials and educational webinars that I have coming up as part of my social marketing. I know I gave you a lot of information today, and I know a lot of you, even with these tips, won't be able to have the time to do social media the way you want to. So don't be afraid to hire someone to help. We have a large group on all over the internet. There's all kinds of help out there. And I also have a group on my Facebook that is dedicated just to those that have Constant Contact accounts set up. And I am here to help you, whether it's with eBay, whether it's with Constant Contact. Once you become a member of Constant Contact and set up an account, my services are free to you because you are under my umbrella in my network. And then I would, and those of you that do enjoy Facebook, I would encourage you to come and join my Facebook page where the conversation continues. You can ask questions, you can post questions, you can get quick answers, and everybody likes to share information on how their marketing is going as well. So just go to facebook.com/groups/ConstantContact1, and it's the number 1 to find us. Now, they are running a special right now, and those of you, there's a couple of you here that I know are in trial mode, and please, I want to get you set up on this to take advantage of this offer. So contact me, and I will get you the code. I will get you set up. I will offer my assistance. I will teach you how to upload your contacts and help you for free send out that first email, create that first newsletter. Just go to powersellingmom.constantcontact.com and create your account, and then give me a shout out, and we will start the coaching. And this summer, this next month in July, I'm kicking it into high gear because my eBay business slows down in the summer, so it's the perfect time for me to dedicate my attention to email marketing, social media marketing. So now we'll have questions. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the box. Those of you that already have a Constant Contact account and would like to be in under my umbrella, just send me an email. You can email me at dannacrawford@gmail.com, and let me know, and then I will get you switched over. So I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you for joining me today, and I'm going to stop the recording, and then we will start answering questions.